Okay, it's like we are live now. Yeah, sure, we are live. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Please confirm. All right. Good evening. Greetings, everyone. Um, Welcome to this very section, this super section today. Right in the house, this is a very special event for OpenJProxy project. So if you are joining us for the first time, I would like to give a brief intro of the project. This is OpenJProxy. To keep it simple without making it bogus in a simple term, this is basically about how Java applications connect to database. So it's all about database connectivity. So OpenJProxy is that project which helps you to stabilize your project and on high traffics and database struggles. So today we have in our midst a very senior engineer in our midst by name Mr. Philip Stanzani is here with us today. He's been a major contributor to OpenJProxy. Today, he will be sharing his experience on contributing to OpenJProxy and what it feels like contributing to OpenJProxy. So why this event? This event is called OpenJ Connect, OJP Connect, OJP Connect, right? So this is the name of the event, and the event is a bi-weekly event which happens twice a month. So here today, we have our engineer here to share his experience with us. So in a few minutes, I'll be giving him the chance to go live, right, and kick off with the event. So you're welcome, Mr. Stanzani.
Thank you. It's my honor to be here.
Yes, okay. At this point, having introduced this program, you guys, if you are here with us for the first time, please do subscribe to our channel and also follow us on LinkedIn. We are active there. We also have our Discord community. Do stay connected in our various channels. Thank you very much. I will be giving more information as regards to this project. So at this point, I'll welcome our very senior engineer, Mr. Felipe Stanzani. Please, you can take the floor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Can I share my screen for the presentation?
Yes, sure, you can.
Okay, just 1 minute, please. Uh, can you see the presentation here, Victor?
Yes, okay. Let me allow that at the stage.
Can you
Yes,
see
it's
the
up now.
presentation? Okay, okay. Uh,
Yes, yes, very well. I can see.
okay, so let me start, please. Uh, I am Felipe Stanzani, and this presentation is a bit uh, what happened to me to decide to contribute to open source projects and mainly to OJP. I also contribute to another project, and I'll tell a bit of my journey, my experience, what I learned, and I will tell you a bit what is OJP and how to contribute to OJP and other open source projects. Okay. First of all, I am Philip Stanzani. I worked for more than 12 years as a software engineer, mainly as a Java backend developer. Uh, I have a bunch of experience with enterprise systems. Uh, Last Monday, I received the title of Oracle Ways Associate. I was recognized as one ACE by Oracle. And I think that OJP had a great participation on this uh, in this title for me. And uh, why I decided to start contributing to open source projects. I was almost 40 years old, and I was still taking a look to my LinkedIn and my former projects and everything I did, and I realized that I had did so many things inside the places I worked for, uh, but everything I did was only inside that corporations, that institutions where I worked for, uh, and I had the feeling that I could help and share my knowledge and share my experience and my abilities with the community too, and let my small mark in the world, okay, in the universe. Uh, why I decided to help in open source? Uh, I think that it was a good way to leave this small mark in the world. I think that many people that lives in Brazil have the same situation because uh, when you are in the graduation, you have to be an intern to have some money and get experience. And after you graduate, you start working, and it, at your free time, the only thing that you can you cannot think about doing is programming because uh, our profession, uh, when you are in a corporation or a big institution, is very stressful. So uh, you want to chill out when you have a free time. And the same thing happened to me. Uh, Open source projects require time and energy. And some years ago, I started having free time in my life because I work from noon to 7 p.m. and my mornings are totally free. So I started making some small tools that I was putting in, on GitHub. I contributed to a set of projects for uh, TypeScript called TenStack that has a framework for web, for mainly for front end. And I had seen the I had seen sometime the calls from Rogério inviting people to help on OJP. And someday I thought, uh, let me take a look at this project and understand what this project does, and I will try to help this. First, uh, the modern I started programming in a time that you could do an application, and this application would run in a computer inside a small company or a big company. You had an executable binary file that was made in Delphi or C++ or something else. There are some Christian things that uh, some time ago was used to such as playing Pascal. Uh, okay, but now we are dealing with another word that we have modern architectures that changed everything, and now we have distributed distributed applications running everywhere. They appear every time. Everybody that thinks about making an application start doing ACAS. And yes, what we have are containers, Kubernetes pods, microservices, auto scaling, and at the end, the database suffers with that. The applications scale very fast uh, and it scales easily, but database don't scale connections the same way. Uh, and scaling application is easy. Scaling database connections is not. If you think that every pod create a connection pool. Uh, this horizontal scaling increases connection pressure. Databases still have a physical and operational limits. And when you have a bunch of pods running at the same time, a bunch of containers, a bunch of applications that are trying to access the same database, uh, we have the problem coming. The problem is we have one application connected to a database. So after we have another application connected to the same database, after a third application, and after a bunch of applications. So we have problems because the database starts complaining, the performance is degraded, and later the database dies and the application dies too. Okay, the traditional solution that we think is okay, we can replicate that database, so we can divide that charge and balance everything. Okay, let's add some more databases, but uh, we cannot connect directly to this database this way. Oh, okay, we can have the replication in the database, and each application can be connected to separated databases, but it's hard to deal and hard to manage. So at this moment, we add a load balance and we add a database proxy to our infrastructure. Okay. Uh, to solve the problems of infrastructure, we must have two appliances added. To solve a problem with infrastructure, we have a more infrastructure appliance to the chain and make the the infrastructure even more complex. Okay, and with the OJP solution we are connected to the database. Now we put OJP in the middle. Huh? But you can think, but why OJP can solve this problem without creating another database? In the traditional solution, we have an application, and inside this application, we have a connection pool. Another application, inside this application, we have a connection pool. Okay, but no connection pool. Sorry for this picture, because when I think about pool, I think about swimming, and this is the better picture of pool for me. Uh, and no pool know each other. So if we have five applications and each application have uh, 12, 12 20, 25, uh, 25 connections, a database such as Postgres will not stand, because uh, Postgres only supports 100 connections at the same time. Okay, and the solution with OJP, we have three applications and a single pool that is used by all these applications, and the application don't have to care about the pool, and the pool is who will know about the applications, about the connections to the database, and will make the things happen. After this, if you reach a limit of connections to the database, you can add another database, but before adding another database, you can simply use OJP, that the problem will be solved for a long time. Okay. Uh, and why OJP caught my attention? It solves a relevant modern problem, because I used to say that when Netflix released microservices and Eureka, the doors of hell was open for the backend developers. Okay, uh, and the idea is very strong. It has an architecture idea that's very interesting. For developers, the experience is the best as possible, because the proxying is transparent. It uses a JDBC driver replacement that requires almost no configuration to work, and the potential for elastic scalability. Okay, so when I see that, I thought
Okay.
I want to help these guys. Uh, Experienced engineers matters in open source, and the no not so experienced matters too, because real world production experience is very valuable. Uh, Infrastructure projects needs experienced contributors. Architecture knowledge matters, and I know that I have that knowledge. Edge case experience matters. Practical engineering matters, and more than that, goodwill matters even more. So if you are not so experienced, that that's a lot of things that you can do helping in open source projects, and nobody knows everything when you start, so you have the opportunity to learn new things too. Okay, and what open source taught me, hiding hidden complexity behind the simple abstractions, because we have many things that we see working when we develop an application, but we sometimes don't imagine the complexity behind that thing that we are only using. Uh, and another point is you have to think not only about that component that you are constructing, you have to think about the whole ecosystems that are using this component, that tool that uh, is being built by the team. Okay, uh, I thought I learned about collaboration, uh, humility, because you always will find somebody that's better than you. And the most important for me is that you are always learning something. Uh, Things that I learned: JDBC standardizes APIs, not behavior. So different databases behave different, uh, but the way that you that is developing an application using anything in Java, uh, you are not trying to think about the complexity of the database. You want to have something that's very transparent for you. You want to have a generic solution that works with all the databases without having to change everything, without having to change the syntax of what you are building. Okay, uh,
Listen.
drivers implement unique behaviors. So edge cases for different implementations are everywhere, and this compatibility between many databases is a very hard contender for us. Okay, another point that I learned is that during my career, I always heard about the IBM DB2. That's a very robust database, but I never had the opportunity to work with that. Um, Most of the companies I work at use almost most of the time uses Oracle or Server from Microsoft. Sorry for my my stumbles on English. I'm a little nervous. Uh,
Mhm.
and I worked also with Postgres and a little less with MySQL. Okay, I also used some pristine databases such as Paradox or Firebird. And in OpenJProxy, DB2 is for me the gatekeeper, because we have a bunch of tests that are run to assure that the application is working, that the project still works, and it If a test passes in many databases, it can break in DB2, and most of the times you have some problem. The problem is DB2. Okay, I don't know exactly what are the incompatibilities between the DB2 and the other databases, but I know that it takes more time to start and it requires more from the developers to make the things happen. So when the database test for the test pass for DB2, uh, we know that that is a strong quality sign. Okay, so I think that DB2 is the final boss when we are dealing with our tasks in OpenJProxy. Another thing that I learned is that the infrastructure project affects entire ecosystem. So uh, we have now solutions to execute OpenJProxy properly in Spring Framework, Quarkus, Micronaut. We have changes on some JDBC database drivers. Database vendors can be affected too, and cloud native tooling will be changed too. For example, I know we had some changes that was merged in Quarkus and Micronaut, if I'm not wrong, and I
Yes,
think
sir.
that Spring Framework is in the way. Uh, and about the JDBC drivers, one clear example is that the creator of OpenJProxy, Rogério Roberti, identified an improvement opportunity on SQL Server from Microsoft on the JDBC drivers because it used a proprietary Microsoft deprecated library for offset datetime. And Rogério realized that and changed that library for the Java time offset datetime that purifies even more the JDBC driver for SQL Server, and his pull request was accepted. Okay. Uh, One more thing that I think is very interesting about OJP is the contributor recognition program that I am participating because I am a contributor of the project. And January, I received the first badge that was OJP contributor. It's an entry level badge after I received in February the entry level OJP advocate because I wrote some articles for OJP. It's an entry level badge too. After I received another badge as a OJP documenter because I made some changes on the documentation related to DB2 on the project. And in March, I received the OGP intermediate uh, developer, and in
Can you
April,
on?
sorry,
Sorry, Mr. Stazani. Sorry for that interruption. Please, you may go ahead.
okay, in April, I received an intermediate
Okay.
OGP other badge. These last two badges, for these last two badges, I was the first guy to receive them, and for me, it's interesting because it's a small thing, but uh, almost all the projects that where I worked, we have no uh, kind of recognition program like such like this. Okay, but what caused me more attention and made me feel part of the project is that we have a highly engaged community and we have directly interaction with the creator and maintainer of the project. Uh, we can have with him and other members of the project very uh, very good technical discussions. We share what learned, and we can collaborate beyond code. Okay, and this is one other another step where I'm working that. Uh, we have scientific research that is being developed. We are writing a paper. We have Rogério created a benchmarking tool, and we have this benchmarking initiative to compare OJP against another database proxies and another tools for database for multiple workloads and scenarios, and focus on measurable evidence. So why it matters? Uh, because when we are talking about improving the performance of and the reliability of infrastructure, uh, our claims have to have some base. We must have something to prove that what we are making gives that reliability and performance that is expected for the project. Okay, and different databases have different behaviors, and we are trying to simulate real world scenarios. That is what really matters when you put something like OJP in the chain of infrastructure. And another point is that these tests can be reproduced and even contested by someone, and it can bring some improvement to the project and to the community itself. Okay. Uh, my final thoughts are what it's covered is that even small contributions can ripple across entire entire ecosystems, and I invite everybody to contribute, participate, learn, share knowledge with everybody, and help the project to shape the future of infrastructure software. So thank you, and now I am open for uh, some questions. If you is there is there any question? I think that Victor went down. Yes, Victor sent me a message that uh, his system went down, but he's coming back shortly. Let me take a look at YouTube to see if is there any question at this moment. I see a message from Rogério. Great to see you carrying the torch, lads. Oh, thank you so much, Rogério. I'm very pleased to help this project, and I would like to thank you for helping me at the start of this week. Of this week, on Monday, I became Oracle Ace developer, Oracle Ace associate, and you have an important role on this achievement for me. How did I understand the code base? Okay, uh, let me share with you a bit about the project. Okay, uh, so I expect you should be able to see this, and we have some issues open here. Okay, to understand the code base, if you are starting in the project, you don't have to understand everything. Uh, the project itself is divided in many projects. Okay, I will open the editor here just to show you briefly. So we have a project related to the commons, uh, a project related to eCarry, a project that is the BCP, the API, the JDBC driver, okay, server, test containers, XA pool commons, and the Spring Boot starter, okay? So if you take a look, you'll see that the code base has many projects. There is not only one project on OJP, okay? But but the most important of all is that we have issues that are marked as good first issues, okay? And these good first issues used to have a very clear documentation stating directly what you have to change and what you need to do. Okay, if we go back here, we have this contributing document that tells everything you need to know to run the application, run the OpenJProxy, to run the tests on your machine, uh, to achieve what you need. Okay, so learning the code base is a step-by-step process. You don't need to learn everything at the same time. You don't need to know everything by heart. I think that in this project, the only guy that knows everything by heart, that knows everything about the project at this moment, is Rogerio. I want to have time. I want to contribute more. I want to increase my level in this project to reach the same level as Rogerio has. But you don't need to have this whole comprehension at the same time. Start steadily and help the project. It's what you need to do. Okay? You don't need to know everything at the same time when you start the project. Okay? Victor?
Yeah, so can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Please, close the window. All right, all right, all right. Sorry, I had a bit of technical challenges. That's why I went off a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any question for me? For you?
Yes. I may want to ask yes, I have a lot of questions for you. But the first one will be, please confirm if you can hear me clearly.
Sorry, I didn't get what you
I
said.
said, yes, can you hear me clearly? I want to confirm if you can hear me.
Yes, I am hearing.
Yes, my very first question is, what will be the mistakes that new contributors, people who are new to contributing to open source and big projects like this, like OpenJProxy, what would be the mistakes they likely make, and how would they kind of try to avoid such mistakes when starting out?
Mystics, you said.
Mistakes. So, what are the mistakes that new contributors? What
Oh,
are the
yes, yes.
mistakes?
I was just talking to, what's the name of the guy that was asking here? Uh, yeah. Okay, okay. Uh, I was talking about it. When you are joining a project, we think the person think that the person need to know everything about the project, or that the person need to be a very experienced developer to join and to help. No, open source project has complex tasks and has easier tasks. Okay, so you can get the good first ones and work on them. Some of that tasks don't require a very complex knowledge, but they can teach you a lot. And another point is we have the Discord group, and we have the creator of the project there. Everybody there is open to help you to try to solve things and to understand things. So you don't have to know the project uh, deeply to contribute. You can start knowing only the basics. Read what the tasks say you to do, and do that. Read the documentation that the project has, and put the things to run, execute, test, and everything's okay. And if you did a good job, uh, if the tests pass, your PR will be merged, and it's okay. It's all you need to do. Your microphone is muted.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. Thank you very much for that answer. I will also want to ask another question. Like, what are the basic fundamentals that I need to have, or someone who have interest in open source need to have before they can actually kind of vent into open source contribution?
Uh, the basics. You have to be good at algorithms. You must have knowledge on the language you are working. If you have acknowledgement of good standards of development, it's very desirable. And the most important part of all for me is the goodwill. When you want to help, if you really want to help, you can do things. You don't need to be afraid of trying. Okay, if you are a lazy guy, open source projects are not for you. Okay, but if you have goodwill, if you want to contribute, if you want to share your knowledge, the open source projects are with arms wide open, waiting for you. Your microphone is muted again.
Yes, thank you very much for that answer. Then I might also want to ask you, like, what is the most challenging thing you have faced and the most rewarding thing you have also faced while contributing to OpenJProxy?
The most challenging things is to make the project run with DB2. That's really complex and very challenging. But I think that one thing that you have to keep in mind is divide the tasks in small tasks and make the changes and test and see if everything works. Okay, do these changes steadily. Don't try to change everything at the same time. Don't try to refactor everything at the same time, because when you do that, you can miss something, and you can make the things break. uh, the most complex thing I did is it was the refactoring of a class that uh, is very important, that deals with many things, and has that class had uh, 3,000 lines, and we divided that class in many smaller classes, and made the things work in a better separation of concerns, making the project better to maintain. But the thing that made me feel happier was that I proposed to Rogerio to add the SonarCube tests to the project. Rogerio added the SonarCube as a gatekeeper for the project quality, and also I have an open good task for who wants to create a subtask and refactor some things and solve some problems that are pointed by the project SonarCube server. Okay, that's all.
Great, 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 great. Thank you very much for that very clear one. There's a kind of a question on the comment section. So this person is asking, how did you understand the code base?
No, I answered that question when you were offline.
Okay. You attended to that.
Yes.
Okay. I also see one which says tips to understand. I guess you might have taken that.
Sorry.
It said tips to understand the code base. I guess you might have taken that too.
No, the tips to understand the code base is to start working and try to understand the pieces of the code base, not try to understand everything at the same time. Read the documentation of the project, read the documentation related to each part of the project, and understand that part you are maintaining at that time. You will not learn everything at the same time. It's not possible. It's a chip.
Okay, great, great, great. Okay, that's great. May I also add that they can also explore the document section. There's a document section which contains the ebook. So that very ebook contains A to Z about OJP, everything
Yeah.
they need to know about OJP. I think they can also go and explore that. I
Yes.
think that will also help. Yeah, sure.
The documentation
Um,
is being done it's being done very carefully by Rogerio and the other contributors, and this is the good starting point for everyone that wants to help in this project.
okay. Oh, that's great. Okay. Then one last one. If I may ask, what do you think of OJP architectural design?
I think that it's something that's can revolutionize the way that the databases work, uh, mainly in the world of distributed systems and uh, of microservices. I think that it's something that will become even more necessary. We had the notice that the news that Figma released its own proxy, okay, but many things that this proxy of Figma solves, uh, OpenJProxy solves and do even more. So I think that we are in a good way, in a good step, and this news from Figma just proves that we have a good tool in our hands, and the adoption will increase it fastly. I think this is a very promising project.
All right, great. Thank you very much, Mr. Tanzani. I truly appreciate all your the answers you gave were very, very on point, and I must commend that. Um, and I must also commend your efforts towards contributing to OpenJProxy. Um, I must say a very big well done to you. And also, for our listeners, I would like you to kind of stay in touch with this project. And I will also encourage everyone present here to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's very, very important. Also, follow us on LinkedIn. We are very, very active on LinkedIn. We post all our update there. And the name didn't change. It's still OpenJProxy. So just when you search for it on LinkedIn, you will get it immediately. OpenJProxy. Also, we have our website. In case you want to visit our website, you can, the same name, it doesn't change. OpenJProxy, you get to our website, you can explore the website. Same thing with the GitHub, still the same name, OpenJProxy. Um, um, Repo on GitHub. You can also go there and explore it. Um, get started with the README files there. If you want to go in depth studying OpenJProxy, you can go to the document section. You can see the ebook. You can explore the ebook. Everything is there for you. So we will be wrapping up this very section in a few minutes. First of all, Mr. Stanzani, I must say thank you very much once again. And thank you very much. And we'll be looking forward to also have you in our section, in our upcoming sections again and again. And I know you'll give us that opportunity to do so.
It was my honor. Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay. At this point, we'll be wrapping up this program. If there's any question you may have, you can drop at the comment section. I might kind of read it out. But if there's none at this point, we'll be coming to a close for this wonderful section today. I must commend everyone. Thank you for your time, for making our time to be here. Thank you. Okay, we have someone have a question. Mr. Bright, please, you can drop your question in the comments while I read it out. Oh, okay. Mr. Stanzani, he has a question for you. He's asking, he joined late though. He's asking what problem does OpenJProxy solve?
Uh, as it was explained during the live, the
Yeah.
problem that OpenJProxy solves is the connection storming from many applications to a database. So we can have a single pool, a single proxy dealing with all the connections to the database. So OJP have many tools that can deal with the database. For example, if you have many connections, many applications connected to the database through OpenJProxy, if the limit of connections of the database is reached, uh, OpenJProxy will kill it, all the requests and pass that database, that the request to the database in a queue, avoiding the connections to reach a limit and to make the database to go down. Okay, it's one simple example of problems that the OpenJ proxy solves.
Great, great. Okay. I guess Mr. Bright gets your question. Um, with that said, Mr. Bright, you can further explore our repository. You can get more details in the repo. There's a README file there, which can also explain better to you. Then if you have more time, you want to read in depth of what OJP does, you can explore the documents folder. There's an ebook there. You can explore it, and you have A to Z explanations of what you may need about
Victor,
OpenJProxy.
he left another question here. What does this differ from the high carrier CP? Is as I was explaining, he carry lives inside the application, and OpenJ proxy lives outside. He carry can deal with one application. OpenJProxy can deal with many applications at the same time because OpenJProxy knows the database and knows all the applications that are using the connections. It carry only knows that application in the database, but don't know the other applications that are connected to the database. Okay, so we can have a connection storm, even having e carry, but with OpenJProxy, we have a better control about, over this problem.
All right, great. Um, Mr. Bright, I hope that answers your question. Um, all right, we are about rounding up the section. Like I said, do follow up on our channels, especially on the LinkedIn. Please do follow our LinkedIn page, turn on notifications, do subscribe to our YouTube channels, turn on notifications. You have our repository to explore. You have our website. The name doesn't change. It's still OpenJProxy, right? Please do stay connected. And for new contributors, if you are a Java developer and you are looking to contribute to open source projects, not just open source project, but Java based open source project solving our daily problem, please take your time to explore OpenJProxy. It's worth the time and it's worth the effort. Thank you very much, Mr. Sanzani, for your time today. Until we meet again, thank you very much, our viewers. Your time is truly valuable and very much appreciated by the OpenJProxy community. Thank you all, and do see you in another one. Please don't forget, this is a bi-weekly event. A bi-weekly event. It happens twice a month. So we are having another one towards the end of the month. I'll be passing out flyer for it, and you guys will get notified. So thank you very much, everyone, for your time, and do have a wonderful day. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Tanzani. Bye.